Today we are going to see the last bit of our chapter, that is the uses as well as environmental effects of the alkyl as well as aryl halides. In those alkyl and aryl halides, the first compound we are going to discuss, that is dichloromethane. This dichloromethane, it is having formula CH2Cl2. Dichloromethane, it is a colorless volatile liquid with moderately sweet aroma. We will see its uses. It is used as a solvent and propellant in the aerosols. Now, the environmental effect. Overexposure, it causes dizziness, fatigue, nausea, headache, numbness, and weakness. It is highly dangerous if it comes in direct contact with eyes as it damages the cornea. So here we have seen the environmental hazards due to CH2Cl2, that is dichloromethane. So this dichloromethane, it is possessing a health risk. The next compound, it is trichloromethane, or it is called as chloroform, having formula CHCl3. This chloroform, it is a colorless liquid with peculiar sweet smell. Now we will see its uses. It is used to prepare chlorofluoromethane, that is a freon refrigerant, which is commonly called as R22. It is used as a solvent for extraction of natural products like gums, fats, and resins. So it is used as a solvent. It is used as a source of dichlorocarbon, that is CCl2. So this is the important use of chloroform. Now we have to see its environmental effects. When chloroform is exposed to air and sunlight, it forms poisonous compound which is called as phosgene, and hence whenever in laboratory we are going to use chloroform, it is kept in amber colored closely tight bottles. So airtight bottles they have been used. If mixed with air, it is hazardous and causes headache as well as fatigue, and it affects the central nervous system. So as chloroform affects the central nervous system, we have seen that previously it was used as an anesthetic, but it is having the different type of the side effect and it is toxic for the central nervous system. So nowadays it has been replaced. It is also seen that long exposure of the chloroform, it may affect the liver, and hence we are saying that chloroform, it is also a dangerous substance if we are going to consider its environmental hazard. Now we will see the next compound, that is tetrachloromethane. It is also known as carbon tetrachloride, having the formula CCl4. Carbon tetrachloride, it is a colorless liquid with sweet smell. It is very useful for the different type of the purposes as a solvent. So we will see its uses. Solvent for the oils, fats as well as resins. The next use, it is also used as a dry cleaning agent as well as it is also used as a pesticide. It is used as a solvent in the production of the refrigerants. So whatever the refrigerants we are using in the cooling systems, they have been used using the carbon tetrachloride continuously, and we have said that CCl4, it is also used as a source of chlorine. So in order to obtain the chlorine gas, we may use the carbon tetrachloride. Now we will see its environmental hazards. We have said that the exposure to high concentration of carbon tetrachloride can affect central nervous system. So as it is going to affect the central nervous system, we are saying that it is very hazardous for us, as well as it is also suspected that it is carcinogenic, that it may cause cancer if a person is continuously in contact with carbon tetrachloride. It is also said that it is toxic to the liver, as we have seen in case of the other alkyl halides. It is also toxic for the liver. So this was all about the carbon tetrachloride CCl4. The next alkyl halide, it is triiodomethane, or it is commonly known as iodophor, having the formula CHI3. Iodophor, it is a yellow crystalline substance with disagreeable smell. Now we will see its uses. It is used in medicine as a healing agent, and it is also used as an antiseptic for dressing of the wounds. However, as it is having some of the side effect, its use is limited. Now we will see the environmental effects. It causes irritation to skin as well as eyes. It may cause respiratory irritation or breathing difficulty, dizziness, nausea, depression of central nervous system, and visual disturbance. आयोडोफॉर्म समजा इनहेल झाला असेल तर तो रेस्पायरेटरी ट्रॅकचं इरिटेशन करतो, ब्रिदिंगला प्रॉब्लेम करू शकतो, डिझिनेस म्हणजे चक्कर येणे, नॉशिया मळमळणे, आणि सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टीमचं डिप्रेशन किंवा व्हिज्युअल डिस्टर्बन्स म्हणजे आयसाईट वीक होणे, अशा टाईपचे साईड इफेक्ट आयोडोफॉर्ममुळे होऊ शकतात. सो दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट द आयोडोफॉर्म. यू मे हॅव अ क्वेश्चन अबाउट the uses or environmental effect of particular alkyl or aryl halide. Now we will see the next compounds. They are known as freons. The freons are organic compounds of chlorine and fluorine. So chlorofluorocarbons are abbreviated as CFCs and are commonly used as refrigerants. So here the most common representative are dichloro-difluoromethane, which is known as Freon 12. Others include chloro-difluoromethane, which is known as R22, and the next one, it is trichlorofluoromethane called as R11, and so on. So different type of the refrigerants they have been used. Now we will see their uses. They are used as refrigerants in fridge as well as air conditioning. They are also used as the propellants in the aerosols, and they have been widely used as the solvents. They are used as blowing agent in making foams and packing material. So when we are going to produce different type of the packing material, then we need the aerated foams, and for that purpose we are using the freons. This was about the uses of the freons. Now we will see their hazards. The freons are chlorofluorocarbons and responsible for the ozone layer depletion in the stratosphere. सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचा हजार्ड ह्या CFCचा असा आहे की ते ओझोन लेअरचं डिप्लेशन करतात, आणि जेव्हा ओझोन लेअरचं डिप्लेशन होतं तेव्हा UV रेज डायरेक्टली ह्युमन स्किनला एफेक्ट करतात, जे फार डेंजरस आहे. Regular large inhalation of freons results in breathing problems, organ damage and loss of consciousness. सतत जर का फ्रिऑन्सचा संपर्क आला असेल तर श्वास घेण्यात अडचणी येतात, ऑर्गनचा फेल्युअर होऊ शकतं, किंवा कॉन्शियसनेस लूज होऊ शकतो, म्हणजेच पर्सन हा बेशुद्धही पडू शकतो. हे झाले freons hazardous effect. So the most dangerous freons, they are having the health risk in a large quantity. Now The last one, that is DDT. DDT, it is a short form which is used to recommend dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. So dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. It is a colorless, tasteless and odorless crystalline compound having insecticidal property. हा एक कलरलेस, ओडरलेस, क्रिस्टलाइन, टेस्टलेस क्रिस्टलाइन कंपाऊंड आहे जो त्याच्या इन्सेक्टिसाइड प्रॉपर्टीसाठी ओळखला जातो. This DDT, it was discovered by the scientist Paul Muller in the year 1948, and when he has discovered this DDT, he got Nobel Prize for his discovery, as DDT is having wide applications in those era of the time. It has been said that DDT, it kills the insects such as houseflies and mosquitoes as well as the body lice. ज्या काय माशा किंवा डास किंवा बॉडी लाईस म्हणजे उवालिखा असतात त्या सगळ्यांना मारण्याचं काम DDT इफेक्टिव्हली करू शकतो. सो इट वॉज युज्ड फॉर द कंट्रोलिंग ऑफ द डिसीजेस लाईक मलेरिया ॲज वेल ॲज टायफस. मलेरिया आणि टायफॉइड सारखे डिसीजेस कंट्रोलमध्ये आणण्यासाठी DDTचा फार मोठ्या प्रमाणावरती वापर केला गेला. But the environmental effects of the DDT, they are also have to be seen. Exposure to high doses of DDT may cause vomiting, tremors or shakiness. DDTचा हाय डोस जर झाला असेल तर पर्सनला वॉमिटिंग होऊ शकतं, ट्रेमर्स अँड शेकीनेस म्हणजे हातपाय थरथरण्यासारखे सिम्पटम्स दिसू शकतात. Laboratory animal studies showed adverse effect of DDT on liver as well as reproduction. DDT हा लिव्हरवरती परिणाम करतो आणि रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह सिस्टीमवरतीही मोठ्या प्रमाणावरती इफेक्ट दिसून आलेला आहे जेव्हा ॲनिमलचा स्टडी केला गेला. DDT is a persistent organic pollutant readily absorbed in the soil and tends to accumulate in the ecosystem. जेव्हा DDTचा फार मोठ्या प्रमाणावरती वापर केला गेला तेव्हा मॉस्किटोज किंवा हाऊसफ्लाईज ह्या नष्ट करण्यासाठी आणि पिके फार दिवस म्हणजे वेगवेगळ्या टाईपच्या इन्सेक्ट्सपासनं वाचवण्यासाठी बऱ्याच वेळा DDTचा वापर केला जातो. But whatever DDT it has been used, it is remaining as it is in the soil or in the plants, or we can say that in the body of the animals and human being. When dissolved in oil or other lipid, जेव्हा तो एखाद्या ह्युमन किंवा ॲनिमल बॉडीमध्ये एंटर होतो तेव्हा ऑइल किंवा लिपिडच्या कॉन्टॅक्टमध्ये आला असेल तर इट इज रेडिली ॲब्झॉर्ब बाय द स्किन. तो स्किनमध्ये ॲब्झॉर्ब केला जातो. बट इट इज रेझिस्टंट टू द मेटाबॉलिझम. तो मेटाबॉलिझमला रेझिस्टंट आहे म्हणजे त्याच्यावरती कशाचाही परिणाम होत नाही. इट ॲक्युमुलेट्स इन द फॅटी टिश्यूज अँड रिमेन्स ॲज इट इज फॉर लॉंगर पिरियड ऑफ द टाईम. There is a ban of use of DDT due to all these adverse effects. Due to these all ecological problems, we have banned DDT nowadays. DDT हा आता प्रगत देशांमध्ये बॅन केलेला इन्सेक्टिसाइड आहे, परंतु भारत किंवा त्यासारख्या अजूनही तुलनेने मागासलेल्या देशामध्ये DDTचा वापर केला जातो. म्हणून DDT हा एन्व्हायरमेंटला हझार्डस आहे हे आपल्याला लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे. हे सगळे अल्काईल आणि अराईल हॅलाइड एक मार्कासाठी युजेस किंवा त्यांचा एन्व्हायरमेंटल हझार्ड ह्या फॉर्ममध्ये विचारल्या जाऊ शकतो. त्या व्यतिरिक्त DDTचं स्ट्रक्चरही काही वेळा एक मार्कासाठी विचारलं जाऊ शकतं. आय विल शो यू द स्ट्रक्चर इन द. So we can see the structure of DDT here, where we are seeing that DDT, it is the structure having two benzene rings. To those two benzene rings, two chlorines, they have been attached, and when the two benzene rings they have been joined, again they have been joined through the carbon atoms, two carbon atoms. So ethyl group is there, as well as there are three chlorine atoms attached to those carbon atoms. So here we have said that DDT, it is para dichloro diphenyl, para dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. So this was about the structure of DDT. Many a times the structure of DDT is also asked for 1 mark. So this was all about the uses and the environmental effects of different type of the alkyl as well as aryl halides. With this we have completed this chapter, halogen derivatives. If you are having any doubt about this chapter, you can repeat those videos. I am going to send the notes, complete notes for this chapter, and if you are having any doubt you can call me personally. As well as whatever the questions are given in the exercise, those questions they will be also solved and sent to you. एक्सरसाइज वाले क्वेश्चन ही तुम्हाला सॉल्व करून दिले जातील आणि नोट्स PDF फॉर्ममध्ये कंप्लीट चॅप्टरच्या नोट्स मी तुम्हाला थोड्याच वेळात पाठवेल. ह्या व्यतिरिक्त तुम्हाला ह्या चॅप्टरवरती बेस्ड किंवा ह्या वीकची एक असाइनमेंट पाठवली जाईल. मग त्या असाइनमेंट तुम्हाला जसं मागच्या लेक्चरमध्ये सांगितलं आहे तसं सगळ्या असाइनमेंट एका सेपरेट नोटबुकमध्ये लिहायच्या आहेत आणि जेव्हा कॉलेज स्टार्ट होईल तेव्हा आम्ही त्या तपासणार आहोत. मग हा झाला आपला पहिला चॅप्टर, हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्ज ऑफ अल्केन. उद्या आपण एक नवा चॅप्टर स्टार्ट करूया. तोपर्यंत थांबूया. थँक्यू.